The Prime Minister said, "Now is the moment for Britain to choose its future." Emboldened Rishi Sunak says he has called a snap general election on July 4 to focus minds on the clear choices facing Britain. The Prime Minister made a rallying cry to express readers for their support in securing a historic fifth general election victory because of our shared values and beliefs. Reaching out to the Tory supporting Express, the PM said the party's economic credibility won by bringing inflation down from over 11% to 2.3% today influenced his decision to take the fight to Labour. "I want to force the choice about this nation's future," said Mr Sunak, "and I know that Express readers believe in what we have already achieved and what we have set out in the way of our bold ambitions." Mr Sunak said all this is at risk with his rival for number 10, who he criticised as being a soft touch on immigration and the EU. "Everything that has been hard won is at risk," he added. "I know Express readers understand that, and which is why our shared values can shape Britain's future." Mr Sunak set out his case for going to voters in an address to the nation soon after positive economic figures. But he said the upturn in fortunes was only ever meant to be the beginning. "The question now is how and who do you trust to turn that foundation into a secure future for you, your family and our country," he added. "Now is the moment for Britain to choose it." The Prime Minister blindsided Westminster when he announced a shock July 4 general election. Speculation spread after number 10 aides turned off their phones and ministers were called back from visits. Mr Sunak refused to rule out a snap poll when quizzed at Prime Minister's questions, and within hours the podium was out in Downing Street in the middle of a downpour. Against the blare of music blasted out by perennial protester Steve Bray, he laid out the achievements of the last year and a half, pointing to the dramatic turnaround in Britain's economic fortunes. He pointed to the tax cuts made in the last two budgets and the triple lock increase of up to £900 this year in state pensions. Mr Sunak also talked of how the government has seized the opportunities of Brexit, put record amounts of funding into our NHS and is fully funding an increase in defence spending to 2.5% of national income. He said, "I hope that my work since I became Prime Minister shows that we have a plan and are prepared to take the bold action necessary for our country to flourish. I have stuck with that plan and always been honest with you about what is needed even when that's been difficult, because I am guided by doing what is right for the country, not what is easy. I cannot say the same thing for the Labour Party, because I don't know what they offer. And in truth, I don't think you know either. And that's because they have no plan. There is no bold action. And as a result, the future can only be uncertain with them."